And you guys are gonna get what you fucking deserve. You made me pay a price to be my wife. It's a shitty feeling. So even though me and my wife are gonna have an amazing time, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have a lot of crazy sex, obviously, because you're looking at something crazy with me and VJ. Because me and my wife are intimate, you're looking at crazy, crazy sex, obviously. And because VJ can see me, you're looking at something crazy, obviously, with me and her. Me and her are very intimate together, obviously. But even though me and her are gonna be intimate and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good time together and all that stuff. The one thing that's gonna always get to me is knowing that many men touch you, man. That's really, really gonna get to me, obviously. And it's a shitty feeling knowing. There's not this shitty feeling, even when me and her are gonna have an amazing time. We're gonna have an amazing time together. It's a shitty feeling knowing many men touched you, man. Many men were intimate with your wife, man. It's a shitty, shitty feeling. You made me pay a price. My wife's gonna have that shitty feeling too. As even though she's gonna have a good time with me, obviously, she knows many, 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 many what? Many, many women touched Ivan, obviously. Many more women touched Ivan, obviously. But here's the catch, though. Even though I know many, many men touched my wife, I know the VJ they got was a VJ who was trash. Obviously, was I get the VJ who's all fresh. The VJ they got was a VJ spirit ran away, obviously, whereas I get to see VJ. Obviously, I get to see VJ spirit, obviously, when I have sex with her, obviously. VJ gets to see me when she has sex with me, obviously. The same time I get the VJ with the glowing beauty, I get the hotter VJ. Where those men got a hot VJ, obviously, but she wasn't as hot. They got the real VJ, whereas I get the VJ who's hotter, obviously. And VJ gets the Ivan who's hotter. That's the catch, obviously. But I told you, still a shitty feeling. Even though me and her are going to be very intimate together, we're going to have crazy sex, a lot of fucking sex. There's something fucking crazy, obviously. We're going to be very intimate together, obviously, because we love each other, obviously. It's a shitty feeling knowing that many, many men touch my wife. It's a shitty feeling, man. VJ will know what I mean when I pay this for you. It's a very shitty feeling knowing. You know what I'm saying? And VJ will have that shitty feeling, oh my god, many women touched Ivan. It's a shitty, shitty feeling. It's not a good feeling. You made me pay that price. And you're also going to pay a price. You're going to be left behind a bad. Oh my god. Well, Ivan, you're going to live forever as well with my wife. Yes, I am going to live forever as well with my wife. But you still made me pay a price. As the mess is going to affect me and my wife forever, man. The mess will never go away. As me and my wife will be scarred for the rest of our lives. As we're always going to have memory. I'm always going to have memory of all those women I had sex with. VJ will always have memory of all those guys she had sex with. Even in like 80 years from now, when all these guys die and all these women die, we're still going to have memory of having sex with all those people, obviously. The mess is going to affect our lives for the rest of our lives, obviously. And you made me pay a price. At the same time, you made me suffer death. There's nothing worth it. It's one thing to cause a mess. It's another thing to have me suffer death, obviously. Right? And to put the icing on the cake, you're never going to talk about me in the public eye. We're not going to talk about I and VJ forever in the public eye. Hence, when I'm king and queen, I'm never making any rules on my side. Oh, channel, you get your fucking deserve. I'm not going to let you do it like that. You got your fucking deserve, obviously. Right? Before I talk about Sky, I'll babble on for like 7 minutes here, obviously. Right? My point is, even though the mess is going to affect me and wife's life a little bit, because me and my wife are king, queen, and we're now living the life, obviously. We're now living the life, obviously. We're king, queen. I get VJ with the glowing beauty. VJ gets what? VJ gets Ivan. You upgrade Ivan with his full-grown beard, obviously. Was all those men got a trashy VJ, obviously. You get your fucking deserve, obviously. I set the whole thing up. And all those women got an Ivan who's fat, who ran away, obviously. Now that we're living the life and we're king, queen, we're still going to be very happy, obviously. We're going to be feeling, because the whole world's watching us, we're still going to be feeling on top of the world, obviously. And it's God bless me. Either way, God bless me. You know, even though the world's fucking wicked, they're going to cause mess in your life. I'm gonna what? I'm gonna make it easy for you. I'm gonna give you the keys. All you have to do is write your book. You can make your easy billions. You don't have to sell any gatekeepers. You can save your wife. And when you're king, you're going to be feeling so on top of the world. You and your wife are going to be so happy. So even though the mess will affect me and my wife's life a little bit, me and my wife are going to be so fucking happy, man. We're going to be feeling so on top of the world, obviously. And you guys are all left behind. Who do you think won the game, obviously? Yeah, you caused that mess in my life, but now when I'm king, queen, I'm living a life. In spite of the mess, you're now left behind. You're not safe. So what did you gain by doing this, world? You didn't gain anything. Because you guys are stupid people, obviously. You let your devil and everything take over instead of doing the right thing and letting me and wife be together, obviously. And you would have been saved. You would have been saved, man. Obviously, right? I told you once we go clubbing in Los Angeles, we'll stay in the suite for another day, and then the next day we fly to Vancouver. And the first thing we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to register for a Scotiabank card and Visa. First thing the VJ will be like, "Oh my god, Ivan, I have all this money. Let's go to this store. Let's buy these clothes. Let's buy these shoes. Let's buy our jet. Let's buy our yacht. Let's put our Dream 100 room to condo." You'll see how excited VJ is. Yeah, yes, VJ. Let's buy this. I'm saying we buy our jet. We buy our yacht. We go to the store. We buy all these clothes. We buy all these shoes. Remember, do not go over on the clothes. We build our $100 million dream with our condo in Vancouver, overlooking the whole city, obviously. And during those 2 months, I want to what I have to. We have to take care of all the documents, especially with VJ because she's American. We're gonna have to take care of all the documents for VJ, obviously, because she's American, obviously. Get that over with first, obviously. And I also want to do a thing where I go on the yacht. We go cruising in the ocean, the yacht. We do sleepovers in the yacht, and we listen to music. We have a nice margarita. We say cheers. As guaranteed, me and VJ are gonna give a cheers to the future, obviously. Hey, Ivan, cheers to the future. Me and you, king, queen, we're living the life. You're gonna see VJ. Ivan, cheers. Ivan, let's give a cheers to the future. Me and you are gonna be king and queen. We're gonna be we won the game. We're gonna be living forever in this world, and the whole world's left behind. Yeah, we won the game, man. That's my fucking genius. I wrote my own story before I came here, obviously. In other words, I'm gonna say this: well, the life that you saw, in other words, the perfect life that you saw me and my wife had, that was never really meant to be, obviously. As the whole thing was already. I already wrote my own story before I came here. The life that you saw, that amazing life that you saw, that glory that you saw, me and my wife with letting me and my wife be together, causing no mess in life. That life was never meant to happen, obviously. As I wrote my own story before I came here. Well, me and VJ, before we even came here, I'm like, yeah, VJ, when we come down to Earth, you know what I'm saying, the world's gonna be envious, they're gonna be blind, they're gonna cause mess in their lives because they're fucking crazy people. They're gonna have me die to be with you, obviously. And then once we're king and queen, they're all left behind and they're not saved. And so I wrote an amazing story, obviously. Yeah, Ivan, you wrote an amazing story. Yeah, man, I wrote an amazing story and I set everything up. Just like you set everything up strategically for me and my wife, I also set everything up strategically when I came here. As the whole thing was already set up, obviously. You guys knew it was something. Yeah. I guarantee you guys was trying, okay, we won't talk about Ivan because we can't see him have sex, we'll keep behind the scenes. And you guys figured out, oh my god, Ivan set it up. If we keep behind the scenes and Ivan doesn't sell, he's kept behind the scenes and we're left behind. Yeah, I set the whole thing up as my fucking genius, obviously. As you can't dupe God, man. You can't dupe God here. As before I came here, I wrote my own stories. You can't fucking dupe God. Yeah. Let's see. To end it off, talking about me once personally, before I talk about the Sky Source for the cats I want to bring on board for Sky Source. You're also going to see George Lucas. Me and George Lucas trying on my wife. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see pictures of me hanging out with George Lucas. And guaranteed I'm going to have a bar with George. I'm gonna have a beer with George at the restaurant. I'm going to ask George, hey, George. Guaranteed I'm going to ask him, hey, George, man, tell me your Star Wars story. Start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You're a fucking legend. I respect you. You know what I'm saying? How did you come up with Star Wars? Like, how did you come up with Star Wars? Yeah, Ivan, I'll tell you the whole story. And George Lucas tells me, like, the whole story. Oh my god, this is fucking, yeah, he tells me the ins and outs. Yeah, Ivan, I was stressed out. I'm saying, I've seen some of his documentaries, but like, George Lucas tells me and my wife the whole story of how he started Star Wars. I'm like, holy shit, what an amazing story, man. There's a good chance me and him will become pretty good friends, man. During those 2 months, obviously. And he'll be helping me planning Sky Source. And you guys are finally going to, when you see me and him training online, you're finally going to be like, oh my god, Ivan and Vijay are actually starting Sky Source. When you see the pictures of me and George Lucas training online, oh my god, Ivan and Vijay are actually starting Sky Source. And you see the process of the building getting built. You know what I'm saying? For the special effects team of 17. Oh my god, Ivan and Vijay are actually on Sky Source. Yeah, man. Me and what? Me and Vijay are actually on Sky Source. And once the building is built and we trademark our brand name, we put out ads for our 7 team, web design, photographers, graphic designers, and all them, and the doc team, all that stuff. Once that's all taken care of, we create our business account, we transfer $97 from the business account, and we're ready to start Sky. So me and my wife will now take our 1-year vacation. Before we start, we're hard at work in the office. I want to take a nice 1-year vacation with you. We live the life. We travel to all these countries. You know what I'm saying? 3 weeks at a time, we come back, we see the progress update of the condo and the office also, and we travel to another country. I want to visit Japan, Switzerland, Dubai, and I want to stay in the underwater hotels in Dubai, obviously. That's my plan, obviously. Then after that, the 1-year vacation, we settle in the 100 million condo once it's built for like a month or two, and then we'll be hard at work in the office, starting the amazing Last Hope for Xena story. And you're looking at the best story ever told in motion picture. You guys see the future. You already know how amazing of a Last Hope for Xena story. My what? You already know how amazing of a Last Hope for Xena story. My what? My what? My movie will be, obviously, as you're looking at an amazing book I wrote, obviously. I have 9 minutes left. I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm gonna talk about the cans here. The actor chosen for Zayn, you guys know who you are. You guys are the lucky ones. You are going to get to experience the international fame with King Ivan and Queen VJ. And you're going to get to be a part of that amazing Last of Zayn story. $9-7 budget movie. And you're going to be fighting devils on the big screen. One will be experiencing horror, and the man will be fighting the devils. You guys already know how horrific Haircut is. You're looking at the devil himself, man. He looks like fucking scary. Something very horrific, man. When you watch it, you're going to have goosebumps. Like, holy shit. I'm saying, I might have exaggerated a little bit when I said how scary Haircut is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might not be able to sleep and all stuff. But, like, my point is you're looking at something fucking horrific. You're looking at if you're looking at something horrific, you're guaranteed gonna feel from your wife and the actors. I may have exaggerated a little bit, maybe a little bit, but Airtight is so scary, you're gonna feel from your wife and the actors. Because you're looking at little devils on screen. When you see them, you're gonna be like, holy shit, that's scary. And guaranteed, if you live on your own, you might even sleep with the lights on. Because Airtight's that fucking scary. You're looking at the devil himself, obviously. You're looking at little demons and devils on the screen. Looking at something fucking scary. And those actors are lucky. They're going to experience such a film with Ivan Vici, obviously. Right. For the Great Escape movie, those two actors, Paul Bettany and the actor for Country Old Man, they are chosen for that movie. They're lucky, obviously. They consider the future. They know they're going to be in my movie. They're the lucky chosen one, obviously. There's a high chance the three big A-listers will be Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, and I said Samuel Jackson, but something tells me Ben Affleck's good for the role. Something tells me Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson, and Keanu Reeves are the right people for the job, obviously. I'll pay Keanu Reeves a nice $4 million for the role, a $60 million signing bonus, and a $24 million salary, which is nice, obviously. If his agent's greedy, I am not going any higher than I am not giving him a piece in the role. Because if you don't like it, go back to Hollywood and be a dirty slave and work your dirty millions if you don't like my offer. Scarlett Johansson want to pay her a nice $38 million for the role. I'll pay her a nice $15 million signing bonus and a nice $23 million salary, which is nice. And she'll accept the deal, obviously. And Ben Affleck, I'm going to pay him $36 million for the role. I'll pay him $14 million signing bonus on $22 million salary. If those guys are greedy, I'm like, look, man, if you don't like my offer, go back to Hollywood. I'll cast someone else. You will be left behind. You won't be saved. Go back to being a dirty slave and make your dirty millions if you don't like my offer. You don't want to make your free millions and be saved and get your nice perks and be a part of that crazy buzz of Ivy just movie. You're more than welcome to go back to Hollywood and be left behind, obviously. And so I'm going to be like, yeah, I have not accept your deal. Even though you're greedy, you're very generous, you're willing to pay me a lot of money. Yes, I'm very greedy. I am greedy, obviously, because I'm making, the amount of money I'm making is, the amount of money these actors are making is pocket change compared to how much me and my wife are making, obviously. I'm very greedy, obviously, but I'm not cheap. I'm still willing to pay you a lot of money and give you nice perks, man. Spoil you with a nice buffet, all that stuff. Fly you on my jet, do table breeze on my yacht, once a month parties, all that stuff. $300 gas, I'm willing to spoil you, obviously. And so I'm very generous, but I'm also greedy, which is good. And you're looking at an amazing movie for that movie. You guys already know, it starts off with me and my wife who look for jobs, sad theme. You know what I'm saying? We're regular customers at this bar, and then this guy recruits us. We join the company, we train there, and then we find later on the company's doing we're on the run. And it's a big ass organizational company. And the only way of getting out of the company, there's no way of getting out of the company alive. The only way is if you get out of the company, if you want to get out of the company, you get killed, obviously. Hence why I wanted to start off with a couple. They're on the run in Italy, and the company kills them. They get killed, obviously, like a violent death. It transfers to me and my wife for this innocent couple, and we're the lucky couple who escaped this big ass secret organization, obviously. And it's a dirty organization. And you're looking at like top high. You know how John Wick is dark. Think something like that. You have all these top notch people coming after me and your wife, and you are for kicking ass. You know what I'm thinking of doing a thing where in the first like 3 or 5 minutes of the movie, me and my wife, when I'm stressed, I'm looking for jobs. Me and my wife, we make love, we have sex, obviously. It's pretty cool, obviously, which creates a movie for the story, obviously. And once me and my wife are agents, and we're on the run, and we're scared, and we're on the run, you know what I'm saying? My wife was like, honey, what are we going to do? My wife is all scared. I'm like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And in that scene, we have a sex scene too, obviously. Ivan, you're so creative. Yeah, man, I'm very creative. I know how to create mood and tell an amazing story. Yeah, man. For their unique KJ Appa, he's the lucky chosen one. I'm willing to pay him a nice $3 million for the role. Obviously, I'll pay. If his agent wants more money, I'm not paying more money. $3 million is good enough. He'll be paying the role of my best friend Jake. I might even have him have a lumberjack beard. I might even have him have a lumberjack beard in the movie, man. Look at something top notch, obviously. And he has a girlfriend, and his girlfriend's an attractive woman, obviously on the outside, obviously, right. And the movie starts off with Dawn. She's on an airplane. She's texting her best friend Megan and her family, obviously. And then what? And the waiter, when she sees Dawn, she gives him like these dirty looks. She's all jealous, obviously. And when Dawn enters the airport, everyone's staring at Dawn. Because Dawn is rare beauty, obviously. They're unique, obviously. And Josh, when he chills at the beach with Jake, everyone's staring at Josh. Oh my god, this man's so handsome. And then I have this big lumberjack beard. And then John accidentally spills a drink on Josh. That's when they meet for the first time. And after their conversation ends, Jake's like, "Hey, Josh, who's that chick?" And that's Dawn. And Megan's like, "Hey, Dawn, who's that man?" Yeah, it's Josh. And that's when their envy nature grows, which is a sad part of my life because I'm showing how crazy you guys really are. You're willing to separate me and my wife for 30 years and cause messing up lives, obviously. I told you, it's one thing to be jealous and envious. It's another thing to purposely cause harm in such a relationship. As I told you, even I get jealous. Even I get jealous, obviously. I never really got envious, but even I get jealous. I get really jealous when I see attractive couples. But even then, I would never cause harm in another man's relationship because it's an evil thing to do. And you guys purposely, strategically set everything up to cause mess in one second. You guys are wicked people, man. You're fucking evil people, man. Hence why, for their unique, you're looking at one of the best ones ever told. And Dawn's parents are fucking loaded. And they hire Josh wants to fire him. He gets thrown in jail, and she ends up running away with Josh. Look at an amazing story for that, man. In the Hidden Vampire movie, Will Smith and Mark Wahlberg, they're most likely the two candidates chosen for that movie. I'm only going to have two big aliases for that movie. Will Smith, I'll pay him $40 million, $41 million for the role. I'll have him be the captain on the boat, obviously. So I'll pay him $17 million signing bonus and a $24 million salary, which is nice. Mark Wahlberg, I'll pay him $36 million for the role, $22 million salary, and a $14 million signing bonus, and I'll have him be one of the newlywed couples. So it starts off, me and my wife, we plan our honeymoon, our wedding with our friends, obviously. The wedding happens, obviously. And then we go to this honeymoon, we see this ad, boat cruise for newlywed couples. We sign up, we go on the boat cruise, obviously. And we meet Will Smith, he's a captain on the boat. We meet Mark Wahlberg, he's one of the couples, obviously, one of the newlywed couples. The journey begins, obviously. There's a storm, the boat drifts, the boat capsizes, and we all drift to this island, this mysterious island that nobody knows about. There's vampires on the island. There's tribes tribes also. That's really top notch. These vampires kill humans also, and we're surviving on the island, man. You're looking at something fucking crazy. You're looking at an amazing story. I'm making that movie for $96 million. If those actors are chosen, they're lucky to win. Those actors want a piece of my royalties, man. You're not getting a piece of my royalties. What I'm paying you is good enough. If you don't like it, go back to Hollywood and be a part of the Hollywood system if you don't like my offer. And even Will Smith and Mark Wahlberg, like, yeah, Ivan, I accept your deal. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're greedy, you're paying me a lot of money. Yes, man, I'm paying you a lot of money. Even though the amount of money you're making compared to how much I'm making is pocket change, I'm still paying you a shitload of money. And because me and my wife are God, we're that big that you're not worth our royalties, obviously, because we're that special. That's the only reason why the whole world is buying the 4K Blu-ray movies. It's because of me and my wife. They're not buying it because of you. And you're looking at an amazing movie for that Hidden Vampire movie, man. It's going to be up there. And my final movie for my phase one will be the Western gangster movie. Shia LaBeouf and Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm thinking those two guys are good for that movie. I'll pay Shia LaBeouf a good $50 million for the role if he's a small A-lister by then. If he's worth like $7 million by then or something like that, I'll pay him like 17, 18 million. I'll pay him like a $6 million signing bonus, which is nice, obviously. If he's worth like $7 million, if he's a bigger A-lister, I'll pay him more money. If he's worth under $6 million, I'll pay him like 15, 50.9 million for the role. He doesn't get a bonus, which is nice, obviously. And Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm willing to pay him like $39 million for the role. $50 million signing bonus, a nice 20 for my salary, which he'll accept, obviously. If they want a piece of my royalties, if Leonardo DiCaprio wants a piece of my royalties, he's not getting a piece of my royalties. He's not worth it, obviously. And he'll accept the deal because I'm paying him a lot of money and he wants to be saved. And Skyscraper is better than Hollywood, obviously. See what I'm saying here? Right? What's it for this video? I hope you guys enjoyed this video here. Obviously, I told you, I'm starting to get worn out making all these videos. I hope you guys are enjoying these daily videos. You better heed my warning as a countdown is soon ticking. I'm going to keep pumping out videos for you, but once I make that final analysis, I am done. I am not making any more videos for you. And that is it for Out of My Air. I'm going to cry my eyes up, pay this fee, and save my wife, and I am pacing out my wife in this. Stay tuned for my video tomorrow, where I'll be continuing my Lord of the Rings Chapter 10 read-along. This is Ivan Omer. I'm signing out. Peace.